Hello guys, I'm Paris, the options guy, and welcome back to my channel. And as you guys can see, market's pretty much consolidating on higher levels after opening with a very big gap up, right? Both Nifty and Bank Nifty, and definitely Nifty was consolidating in such a tight range, right? If you see from 18,630 to 18,580, in such a small range, Nifty was consolidating for most of the day, right? So what can we expect over here? Are we gonna see even more up move from here, or are we gonna see again a sell-off on the downside? Is that going to be a pullback, right? So if you see in the daily charts, first of all, markets have broken out of a range. If we see Bank Nifty has broken out of a very clear range over here, of a very clear consolidation, right? So from here, what could happen is that either Bank Nifty could come back down, take a little bit of pullback, and then continue its journey towards 45,000 at least on the upside, right? The other thing that could happen is that Bank Nifty could go up till 45,000, then take a little bit of pullback and then continue its upside journey, right? So in Nifty also same thing. Either Nifty could come back down till 18,500 to 450 levels and then start moving up till its all-time high, or Nifty could go up till 18,800, 850 levels, take a little bit of resistance from there, and then go towards a new all-time high, right? So these are the two scenarios that could play out. But for tomorrow, what you can do over here is very simple, right? So this is the 15-minute chart of Nifty, and as you guys can see, there is a good gap on the downside that needs to be filled, right? So what could happen is that from here, once we go below 18,580, wait for a 5-minute candle closing. Why am I saying this is that what could happen is that in the markets, right, a lot of people will go ahead, typically a lot of people will go ahead and start making short positions as soon as we cross this low of 18,580, right? So what the big institutions or the big players do is that first of all, they need a lot of liquidity, right, in the market. They need a lot of selling quantity to go ahead and punch their big buy orders. So they will wait for a place where people will start shorting aggressively, right? And this is the place where people will start shorting aggressively as soon as we go down. So what will happen is that the market will move down a little bit, will start breaking the low, and what will happen is that the big players will enter as soon as the low starts breaking, right? And this will then become a fake breakdown, right? So what you can do over here is very simple. Wait for a 5-minute closing at least, right? Because this will ensure that the big players are not ready to buy over here, and then you guys can go ahead and take a short position till 18,510 on the downside, 515 to 510. Although keep your quantity low because the general trend is bullish, and that's why always if you're going against the trend in a general against the general trend, then you should keep your quantity a little bit low. On the upside, very simple, we will go ahead and take a bullish position up only above 18,640, and our target will easily be 18,700 on the upside. If we sustain on these higher levels, you can carry your positions for higher levels of 18,800 also in the coming days. If we open with any sort of a gap up above 18,640, wait for a pullback till 18,640 to 620 levels, because this is a zone where this is a support zone. And once you see a very good green candle being made in this zone, something like this or something like this being made in this zone, then go ahead and take a bullish trade till 18,700 levels on the upside, right? On the downside also, if you open with a gap down somewhere below 18,580, then just do not do any sort of a trade. Although you could take a bullish trade near 18,500 once you start seeing bullish price action being made in 15-minute chart, not 5 minutes but 15-minute chart near 18,510. Then you can start and go ahead and make bullish position in Nifty. In Bank Nifty also very simple, same thing. But what you can do in Bank Nifty is that you can start adding a little bit of bearish a little bit of quantity for your bearish trade once we start going below 44,270, right? And you can go add more quantity once we start going below 44,200, right? And then your target will be 44,050 to 44,070 on the downside, because then the gap will be filled and then we could take a little support and start moving up again, right? So yeah, that will be your trade on the downside if you open flat and start moving down, right? But yeah, again, keep your quantity low because we are going against this general trend and we want to capture a little bit of pullback. So keep your quantity low. Whatever profits might come, that's it. Do not go for very big profits on the bearish side as of now in the markets. If you open with a gap down somewhere below 44,200, then just do not take any sort of a trade and wait for a bullish price action near 43,950 to 44,000 levels, because this is a very strong support zone. And from here, once you start seeing bullish price action being made, then you guys can start adding bullish quantity, start adding quantity for your bullish trend near over here. On the upside, if you open with a gap up somewhere near 44,600, wait for a pullback till at least 44,450 to 470 levels on the downside, because once you start seeing a very good green candle being made over here, a bullish candle being made, then go ahead and take a trade. Do not take a trade until then, as soon as we say open with a gap up, because most probably what will happen is that your stop loss will get it and then the markets will start moving up, right? Nifty also very simple. Below 19,480 is where you guys can go ahead and take a short trade till 19,400, and because this gap will get filled and then Nifty could start moving up. On the upside, if you see, right, there is kind of a trend line going on. So above 19,570 is where you guys can start adding bullish quantity, but you should go aggressive only above 19,600, and then we can expect an easy 100 points move at least in Nifty till 19,700 on the upside. If you open with a gap up above 19,600, say somewhere near 19,650, wait for Nifty to come down between 19,600 to 560, 570 levels. And once you get a very good green candle over here, only then go ahead and take a trade. Until then, wait for Nifty to come down, right? If it doesn't come down, fine, we'll take some sort of another trade. But yeah, on the downside, if you open somewhere near 19,440 or maybe 480, all these levels, 470, all these levels, then just do not take a trade until 19,400. Once you start seeing bullish price action being made after touching 19,400, then you guys can go ahead and start adding bullish positions over here, right? So yeah guys, that was it for today, and thank you for watching till the end. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Bye bye.